Life at the airport is about to get a bit more complicated. Soon, passengers will have trouble boarding planes for domestic flights without a real ID.
Basically, what's going to happen is on May 7th, full enforcement of Real ID, the Real ID Act and its regulations are going to take place across all federalized airports in the United States.
The Real ID Act of 2005 allows the federal government to, quote, set standards for the issuance of sources of identification, such as driver's license and identification cards. Starting May 7th, without a Real ID or another federal identification, such as a passport, it might be harder to take a flight. Some passengers aren't concerned about the impending deadline.
Well, I happen to have a passport, and that's why I haven't been too impacted, I would say, and haven't been too much of a rush to go get the Real ID. I'd use it if I needed to.
This is a safety issue. Velez says that this way, airlines can ensure that everyone who gets on a plane are who they say they are and aren't a risk. However, there are still some concerns from passengers.
It could just affect the government and if they know you or your records for them, your medical.
With the May 7th deadline looming, the question now is, what do you do if you don't show up to the airport without a passport or a real or enhanced ID? Velez says that answer is still up in the air.
How each airport handles individuals who do not present an acceptable form of ID, that's going to vary by airport.
But one thing seems for certain. If someone doesn't have their Real ID, they can expect delays and longer waits. Velez says that people should change their plans just to be safe.
So we're suggesting that those individuals who do not have an acceptable form of ID, they get to the airport even an extra hour earlier than they normally do. So if they were getting there an hour and a half to 2 hours early, they should be getting there 2.5 to 3 hours early.
People should visit the DMV website to set up an appointment for a Real ID. From Syracuse, I'm Joshua Gingrich, NCC News.